Hello again. Back to the Ishgardian Restoration. I see you over there. Oh boy. If the title of the video wasn't any indication, and today we're unlocking our second custom delivery. Wildly out of order, but it's fine. We're cool. Technically we can do this. Hello, L2. What do you have for us for today? Ah! No, wrong.
Ah, hero. You've come at a good time. I have a query for you. As you know, I'm descended from Bartatosca, and like her, I wish to fill the skies with beauteous songs. If I'm to do this, I must know historical events as if I've lived them. To that end, I would meet the great person who put an end to the Dragon Songpool. Do you know where I might find this individual?
You're talking to her.
What? You're the great person? Oh, this time I thought Hero was your name. Also, weren't there supposed to be two of you? In any case, let's make things simpler. I want you to show me the key places where the war unfolded and tell me tales about them. Lest you worry, I have Francel's permission to go to the city proper, so long as I have company. Without further ado, let's begin with a visit to the vault!
Let's not. I have some painful memories. You know, the memories of it being painful are different from anyone. Hello? Huh? Small child? Lilac hair? Dude? To the vault? I guess? Is there a way? No, I think the gatekeeper here, for whatever reason, leads to the Empyrean, which is just a carbon copy of the Firmament, so it's kind of weird, but whatever. Can't believe you're taking me to the vault. How can you do this, small dragon? It's probably older than me. Wow, there really is. Fine. Ugh. Okay.
Ah, so this is the vault, where the most wicked of men once resided. Vidofnir told us of the time she rescued a child who was thrown off the top. Doubtless these walls have witnessed much and more. But what about you? Do you have tales of your own about this place?
I mean, there was a dungeon here. I did fight some big guys.
Ah, so you fought and defeated these villains, and thereby ended the war. Which reminds me, I owe you thanks as well for the peace we now enjoy. Right, that will do for the vault. Next, let us head to the place called Falcon's Nest. I would see the famous relief betokening peace between man and dragon.
Okay. Child is following us. Why is Child following us? So that dragon wishes to learn about Ishgard. Why is small child following us? Okay, let us. I like how I always forget it. There's only 2 aetherites for Kurthus. 3, but 2. There you are. Get this out. L2, you're facing the wrong way, girl.
Ah, so that's the relief. I've seen the artworks of men before, but I find it such a peculiar way to express one's feelings. Still, you can't be faulted for your artistry. But grand as it looks, there's a scent of sadness to it. A scent of blood, Vidofnir's and others. Whenever there is tragedy, our hearts can't help but be drawn to it. In this, it seems our kinds are the same. Now then... Have you noticed that we're being followed? I don't know this person's intent, but let us return to the firmament for now.
Oh, you could just barely see him. There. Yeah. I need to hide. I need to make sure the Warrior of Light can't see me. Runs in full view. Good job, kid. Okay. Teleporting is such busy work. Goodbye, travel. Now, all the way back over to where L2 is. To the dais. Actually, no, the Matic is technically closer.
No more suspicious people about. Good. My thanks for acting as my guide. I feel as though I have a better understanding of the war now. Of course, this is just the beginning. If my songs are to be as resplendent as Eradatoska's, I must learn more about men and their culture.
I would be glad to assist, if it please you.
That's scent. You're the one who was following us! If you mean us harm, be warned that this woman is a hero!
Oh, no, I wouldn't imagine doing you ill. Oh, fucking Christ, I forgot about this kid's name. My name is... Hautalong? Hautalong. My name is Hautalong. Ever since I read Lord Edmund's memoirs, I've wanted to befriend a dragon. But I didn't have the slightest inkling how to go about it. So when I saw you with the savior of Ishgard, on the spur of the moment, I decided to follow. You see, it's my dream to become a writer. Not just any writer, but one who chronicles this new age of peace between man and dragon. So please, won't you allow me to assist you?
Yeah, well, now, how very commendable. I wholeheartedly approve of your endeavor, and I see no reason to refuse you. Yes, we can teach each other the ways of our kind. If you prove yourself useful, I shall credit you in my songs.
Thank you.
An unexpected, but welcome development. I shall remain here and speak further with our new friend, but I hope to hear more of your tales again.
Okay. So now comes the fun part. The quest we just did was level 60, but as you can see, This one's level 70. For whatever reason, the custom deliveries here in the Firmament are technically Stormblood level? It's weird. I can understand why, because this was added with Shadowbringers, and these are technically Shadowbringers era's custom deliveries. It's still weird. Especially the fact that you need to go through content that you can access. It's, oh boy, it's a spider web. It's a spider web, and I don't like it. Especially since I really like Eltu's storyline. I like both of them, but we'll get to the other one much later.
Ah, I've been waiting for you. Who better to tell of my studies than the very woman who sent me in the course to enlightenment? My knowledge of mankind's histories have grown by leaps and bounds. No small part thanks to Hotalong's expert instruction.
Ella too is too kind. She has told me so much of Dragonkind in turn that I could hardly call myself the teacher in this arrangement. In fact, the time may soon come to put ink to parchment and begin my chronicles.
And we all await that day with bated breath. Hotalong has not been my only teacher. The city itself has lessons abound for those who would observe them. Seeing its splendor with my own eyes has made clear one inalienable difference between man and dragon. I speak, of course, of your kind's love of tinkering, building, and crafting. What a wonderful thing it is to behold.
Where dragons are wont to tear down obstacles with fang and claw, you tear them down with hammer and chisel, or else find an ingenious way around them entirely. By using tools tailored to specific tasks, you overcome your natural deficiencies. One tool will be used to wrest precious material from the earth, and another to transform them into something greater than the sum of its parts. I find the whole process rather fascinating. When I gaze upon the towering spires of the city, I imagine a roost built with my own claws, larger even than the one my sire calls home. I am eager to see my dream realized as quickly as possible, but Hotalong advises against rushing into such an endeavor unprepared. He claims that to do so would lead to abject failure and possible personal injury. You, however, are an experienced artisan, and I would be honored if you were to take me under your wing and teach me the art of making. I swear to be a dutiful study, and even should this day pass into the next, I won't rest until I've mastered even the most esoteric of skills. Well then, I believe we have an arrangement. I can start right away, if it pleases you. Hold on, can I agree to this first? Now, L2, you know as well as anyone how busy our friend is. And I also fear you may have misjudged just how long it takes to truly become a master craftsman.
You mean it will take more than a day?
I knew that, of course. I had only hoped against hope that she had no appointments to save the world for the foreseeable future. Alas, my enthusiasm may have gotten the better of me. Don't fret, L2. She may still be able to help in some capacity. Perhaps if you could introduce us to a crafter with both time and inclination to teach. I expect that one of the many artisans around the firmament would be willing to lend us their expertise, although you are in a far better position to judge their suitability than either of us. We shall look forward to meeting our mentor-to-be. Okay, hi, Shadowbringer's quest accept sound. That actually scared me. If it was any more indication that this was meant for Shadowbringers. Hello, good sir. How do you feel about teaching a dragon? Say again? What scrawny little dragon-like monster crafts? Whatever next. As much as the notion of having a dragon for a protege piques my interest, however, my speciality is working metal. Great big slabs of it. Were she older, maybe there'd be a place for her. As it stands, she'd be more of a hindrance than a help. Okay. Hello? Hold on, why the... What the fuck are you wearing? Oh, a crafter. My apologies, but I'm more inclined to gathering what bounty the earth has to offer. I leave it to others to mold said bounty into what they will. I'd love to introduce you to someone who might be of help, but I'm afraid my work here is endless. Okay, we're kind of running out of people here. Engineer. I know of the dragonette you speak of. I've seen her flittering about House Halidon from time to time. Quite the inquisitive one, if I recall. So she wants to learn the fine art of crafting, does she? I've heard strange things in my time, but few as bizarre as that. I'm sure I'd kick myself later if I passed up this opportunity, so I reckon I could find time between projects to teach her a thing or two. Tell her I'll speak with her after I've finished up here, will you? Alright, cool. We found someone. Alright, girl. Hold on. There may be something we need to do here.
Ah! The hero is returned. So, have you found my teacher? Whose sharp eye and steady hand will guide me on the path to mastery?
Ah, such great expectations I must meet. Well, I assure you my hand is steady. The sharpness of my eye is very much a matter of conjecture. Nevertheless, if it's crafting you wish to learn, I'm your man. Although I can't say I've ever had the honor of teaching a dragon before. Any road, I'm Arvid at your service. I'm here in the firmament on assignment from the Sky Steel... Every time! Sky Steel Manufacturing. I dare say I have a few nuggets of wisdom knocking around in my head that are worth passing around. It's the young who must shoulder the burden of building the future, after all. Now, crafters come in all sorts, from cooks to weavers to smiths. Have you given any thought to where you want to focus your energies?
To focus? Well, can't I learn everything?
Tell us, Kala, where should an aspiring artisan begin? Just the silent... What, brother, learning when you could just... No, we're not talking that. Oh, what would Kala say here? I think we should first look to tools. Better tools always results in better items, I guess, maybe? At least in the game sense. Spoken like a true professional. It is true that an essential part of any project is selecting out the right tools for the job. However, there is a step that comes even before that. For now, let's start with the tools required to gather materials. Once you have the right equipment and supplies, there's nothing you can't make with enough elbow grease.
Ah! How splendid it is to have a guiding hand! there's no telling how long it would have taken Hottalong and I to decide where to begin had we been left to our own devices. Very well. Gathering is where we shall pour our utmost efforts. Mayhap when I'm a seasoned artisan in my own right, I'll take it upon myself to teach my kin as I was taught. And now, wouldn't that be a sight to see? I dare say there has never been a dragon who has learned a trade, let alone one who has passed such skills on to the next generation. Indeed. You may be correct on that account. The other dragons will be flabbergasted by the wonders I create. Of course, I don't plan on taking all the credit. It seems to me that mankind's most culturally significant works are those that result from collaboration, of people working together to make something greater than they could have alone. To that end, I must study and learn from the works of others, and even though you are too busy with your heroics to teach me daily, I would much appreciate it if you would come by from time to time and offer what knowledge you can. Say, once a week or so, on a Tuesday, maybe. How does that work? Magnificent! I knew your generosity would match the greatness of your deeds.
Well, then, let's get your education started off on the right foot, eh? You can spy tradesmen of all sorts plying their trade at the new nest. I reckon you could certainly do worse than to learn a couple of tricks from them.
The place is practically a second home to young Hottalong and I. Allow me to lead the way.
But okay. I could feel the internet connection shining there. Oh. Huh? What the fuck is this Wile E. Coyote shit when we're going here? This here is Anna, and we have her and the House of Splendors to thank for supplying the firmament with quality materials at incredibly low prices. Suspiciously so, in fact. Once again, the House of Splendors rears its tentacles into another part of the Aussie. No, not the Dutch angle! Are you implying there is some ulterior motive behind our generosity? Why, certainly not. I'm here at the behest of my organization to aid Ishgard in its fledgling days as an allied nation. We're driven as much by philanthropy as we are by profit, I can assure you.
Excuse me, miss, but are you a craftswoman by any chance?
I'm afraid, my adorable little dragonette, that my hands are entirely too clumsy to make pots aside from my morning tea. The 12 have seen fit to bless me with a sharp mind for trade, however, and so here I am. And that's precisely why we've come. L2 has it in her head to learn a trade or two, and we are here to set her on the right path. To that end, I would ask you to provide us with materials, perhaps any counsel you might afford a young novice. It would be my pleasure. Perhaps in return she could tell me about the rarities and relics dragons keep in their lairs. I sense a once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity has come before me. And if business in the firmament grows as much as my intuition says it will, this might be what I require to turn a stream of gil into a veritable flood of riches. Consider me at your complete disposal. Say the word and I shall procure whatever you may need. Oh, how generous of you. You have our thanks, Miss Anna. Anything to foster the next generation of builders and tinkers, my boy. As for the current generation, well, I suppose the house could bear to part with a few scripts in return for guiding our dragonette friend on her journey to mastery. We can't say no to an offer like that, can we? Well then, now that we're all acquainted, Let's head back to St. Royal's Dias. St. Royal... Royal? Roll. God, even with the fucking press on this, I'm leaving. I've said it once, I've said it before. I do not like the House of Splendors. I get the joke. I appreciate the joke. I don't like it.
With Master Arvid and Master Gala guiding us, I'm sure we'll be raising fortresses and forging dazzling suits of armor in no time at all.
Let's keep our ambitions manageable for the time being, shall we? Our first task is the construction of tools that'll fit snugly in those claws of yours. Gala, I trust you can help with that. In the meantime, I've work of my own to attend to. If there's all else you need, you know where I am. Before I depart, however, I'll leave you with an assignment. Inspect everything Gala does with diligence. A discerning eye is a tool that will outlast all others.
Yes, Master Arvid.
We'll give Gala's work the thrice over. You guys do know I'm a fisher, right? So, welcome to Custom Deliveries for L2, an up-and-coming crafter of the firmament. It also happens to be a dragon. So, same as before and any other custom delivery that we will be doing, L2 will require... Good lord. Okay, alright, you're giving me a whole bunch more things. L2 will just wants multiple items, so for right now, thankfully, we only have 3. For custom deliveries, you have 3 options. You have a crafted item, which can be made by any disciples of hand, but you also have items that can be given by a miner and fisher. No, miner and botanist, good lord, as well as a fisher. There's also a minimum collectability that you need to have in order to give it over, with a higher collectability giving you more guild, scripts, and experience. Okay, so I need hoplites. Nope. I only need 3 of them, but I need them above 157, which probably will be super easy with my level at 96! I am telling you, I've spent too much time in Diadem. Okay, so if you've seen my video for Chloe? No, Zloe. Getting the items for Zloe was super easy. You just went over to a vendor in Idleshire and just got the items there, and they just made it. The same thing happens here. We have to go, if you're a crafter, you just go to Anna, and you buy the items for her. If you're a gatherer, unfortunately you have to go outside to find it. Oh god. Wait. Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to find this. Thankfully, I have the wiki open. Magma. Wait. Shit! I can't do it. I need to do the fucking quest in order to unlock hellfishing. I'll be right back. Yeah, hi. Come on. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Take the fish. Alright, yeah, sure. I guess that's how I level up to 97. Alright, cool. Okay, fishing for this, at least according to the wiki, has to be here. Here on the map being right at Annex Old. Granted, that doesn't look like magma, but I'm not gonna question the game. Very important to note, when you're gathering a collectible, you need to have the collectability on. This will keep you from stacking fish, so make sure you have room in your inventory. And really, after that, it's just, for Fisher at least, it's just normal. There's a whole like different minigame if you're a miner or botanist. Fisher, no, it's just fish. No, it doesn't say that. And I don't need, like, high-quality fish, even though, like, that's not a thing anymore. Wait. Cast your line and more. This is wrong. Hold on. Stand the rock face near there and cast from there. What do you... Okay. X 18.9, Y 10.7. Here. Undiscovered fishing hole. What? Why is that considered two different holes? Oh, I don't like how that sounded. Alright, so when you do fish up an item that can be collected, it'll tell you if you want to preserve it. If you preserve it, it can't be stacked. But as you can see, the first time I caught the granite crab and it didn't ask, not every fish can be collected. That's a weird sentence to say, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we just gotta pick up 2 more hoplites. The collectability really doesn't matter with me being such a high level, and considering I have pretty decent level 80 gear, except for my 1 level 90 thing. I'm not going to spend the money to get level 100 gear. That's too much money. I really don't understand how this is considered magma, and I swear I remember you were able to see magma in Morn. Like, granted, there is the magma around Halo. Or the caldera of the mountain, but I swear. Am I just misremembering, or did they actually change that? Why have I not been using identical cast? I don't think it matters. I think this is also going to be a hoplite. Yeah. 218, wow, terrible. But still usable. We just need 3 because each one was 30 and L2 only needed 90 to get through, so... What am I doing? Firmament. And back to the Mattock, because that's where L2 is. L-Town? L2. I think I'm just going to continue with L2, because that's how I always mess it. Alright, girl. Here's fish. Jeez. Oh wow, it is just barely above the highest tier of collectability for her. Now, what do we have here?
A shell this hard is like this under even the densest of stone. Just imagine the precious materials we could unearth with this. Oh my, you've certainly outdone yourself this time. Even Master Arvid might be hard-pressed to produce such fine work. I didn't make it. Yeah, I know how custom deliveries work again. But I guess that does explain why we're fishing something for her. Bang rocks. You could bang other stuff, I don't know.
Your supplies truly have been a godsend, hero. I'd say we have more than enough for me to begin learning the fine arts of gathering in earnest. Let's go speak with Master Arvid at once.
Tis good to see you. I've been meaning to thank you for all your help with L2's education.
An education which is off to a splendid start, I must say. I believe I have developed a keen sense for the finer parts of gathering, which Master Arvid says is the basis of all crafting. But even for gathering, you must have tools. And to make those tools, you must gather materials. And to gather those materials, you must have... more tools? Yeah, it's tools all the way down, isn't it? Where's the materials? No matter. It's as much a fool's errand as trying to guess if the dragon came before the egg.
If there is one fact to be gleaned from that conundrum, however, it is that crafting and gathering are inextricably linked. Christ. Indeed, you are correct. Without one trade, the other dies, and vice versa. That's precisely why I aim to see you proficient in both before our time together is done. To that end, I've devised something specially for those tiny claws of yours. An L2-sized pickaxe. Here, take it. What do you think?
It's perfect.
Ah. Oh my god, look at her. With that in claw, you'd look right at home among the rest of the workers.
I see now that even though you wingless ones lacked claws and fangs, you have the strength to shatter stone and sunder earth. I have an inkling now of how powerful the first of you to wield a pickaxe felt. For something so small and light, it is remarkably sturdy. Even I could swing this all day without tiring. The hidden treasures of the world shall be mine. This is all I could have hoped for and more. Thank you, Master Arvid.
All I did was put the parts together. It was our friend that did all the hard work. Actually, Gala brought so many materials that I had enough to make a few more pickaxes. Perhaps you could give them to your dragon friends.
Yes, Master Arvid. I shall take what I can and leave at once.
I mean, this probably would have helped with the Google quest line. I think I will take a blood. Oh no, you give me all of it. Okay. L2 now considers you a... What did it say? Crafting connoisseur? Yeah, crafting connoisseur. All that remains is to wait for the fruits of her labor. Welcome back, L2. So how was it? I'm sure the other dragons found your new tools to be quite fascinating.
Well, you see, I'm afraid it wasn't like that. The dragonettes were delighted to see what I had brought, of course. The elder dragons, however, practically flew into a rage, haranguing the younger ones and insisting that such tools are contrary to a dragon's very nature.
Oh, I see.
Although it was far from the enthusiastic reception I had envisioned, I still believe that prejudices of the past must give way to new ways of thinking if we are to coexist peacefully with the Ishgarians. And I know for certain that there are those among the other dragonets who are of the same mind. I must continue to persevere, else my efforts so far will have been for naught. Indeed. The other dragons will come around in time, I'm sure. Even the most cantankerous of the lot. Perhaps you should take a different tack. The dragons might be much more amenable to something that was crafted by one of their own. Namely, you. What a marvelous suggestion, Hotalan. But there is still the question of what I might craft. Something eye-catching, unlike anything they've seen before.
In that case, why not try your hand at weaving? The materials are lightweight, and the tools are small enough for even you to use deftly. Clothing designed for dragons would be especially novel, which I'm sure many of them would find interesting.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. Oh, I cannot wait to get started.
That depends on our friend here. I'll need some help procuring the materials if it's not too much trouble. I'll give you a list of what we need while I take care of the rest.
Great! In the meantime, I shall give thought to what exactly I might weave.
So, same as always, the custom deliveries list for L2 has been updated. However, I might be in a bit of a bind here.
Have you come to help us weave garments befitting an artisan?
Yes. So, here's the thing. Hookfish, at least according to the wiki, if I go check it again just to be sure, it's only available in one area in a Stormblood zone. And here's something else. Any item that is a collectible is market prohibited. So I'm a bit screwed if I want to continue doing this for yeah, look at that. Cause wait, hold on. I just checked what you need for like Miner and Botanist, and that's stuff gathered from the Dravanian Forelands and the Churning Mists. And with the Disciples of the Hand, you could just... Why is Fisher just bent out of shape here? Oh well. I suppose I could just find out one of the crafters up to it. I need to get everything to 80 anyway, so... Granted, that's everything for here for the first part of L2. Yeah, I see you over there, girl. Join me next time as we go through the rest of her quest. I'll see you in a couple weeks.